Good evening. I'd like to call the meeting of the Ordinance Committee to order at 6:53, tonight being June 21st. This meeting was called following the closure of a public hearing with a recommendation from the Planning Board being sent back to committee. Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Thank you very much. So, the meeting of the Ordinance Committee is called to order, and I'd accept a motion to take up item 1.
So moved. Oh, go ahead.
Take up item 1 on the table.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So on June 14th, we held a public hearing with the Planning Board, and the public hearing was held for a zone change petition from Business Highway and Residential Office to downtown business for the land in Holyoke located at 121 Elm Street, 131 Suffolk Street, and Walnut Street as identified on the city assessor map. Following the closure of the public hearing from the Planning Board, we received a recommendation, BH and DR to BC, 121 Elm, 131 Suffolk, and Walnut Streets. Dear Councilor Vacan, please be advised that at its June 16th, 2016 meeting, the Holyoke Planning Board discussed the above-referenced zone change request. After consideration of all information and testimony presented during the public hearing, the board voted 4-0 to recommend to the Ordinance Committee of the City Council that the zoning map change request be approved. The board found that the proposed zone change was appropriate as this property abuts parcels now zoned downtown business, and the current zoning of these parcels requires setbacks that would effectively prevent development consistent with the goals of the Holyoke's master plan. So we have that recommendation before us, and I would just remind folks that at the public hearing, we had one resident come and speak in favor. We had no one speaking in opposition. So if there are any comments from the,
Nothing, just,
Counselor
do you
Lisi?
need a motion to allow the public to speak on this item?
no, the public hearing is closed, and so the only business we have before us
Is receiving the recommendation?
is to receive the recommendation and act on the recommendation if it is the will of the committee.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so then, if there's no one that has anything to say, I'd like to make a motion that we,
I'm not seeing any interest in anybody speaking on it, so.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the recommendation from the planning board and adopt the zone change request.
Second?
Okay, so we have a motion before us to accept the recommendation of the planning board and grant the zone change as requested. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Unanimous, 4-0. Thank you very much. We only have one more motion that we
Adjourn.
need.
No.
Second.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, committee.